And
It is it's a severe storm capable of producing a tornado. Was located near Janesville, 14 miles southeast of Mantico, moving northeast at 50. Um, this dangerous storm will likely be Morristown and Morristown around 4:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see. Also, there could be some hail up to 0.75 inches, and there's a radar indicated. So down there, there we go. There's the radar just south of the Twin Cities area. Um, we got no
mhm.
possible down there toward hail. It's only 0.45 according to radar. So there's a possibility of
Yeah,
something in
pull up
here. I'm
of a
analyzing the
tornado. So
radar
you
as well.
definitely. All right, Isaac. I'll let you talk for a second. Do you see any typical
Okay.
any rotation with the storm, Isaac?
Well, I mean, basically, what we're watching there
I
with
see Ladonna.
is a there's been a window with a little bit of low level
Um,
shear that has been developing there. Just I would definitely see how that data has trended there because generally what we're looking at here is that there's some favorable surface dynamics here just with the environment in general. However, I will
mhm.
point out that
Mm-hmm.
again, there's going to be just a very short window for these tornadic supercells here, and indicating there the feed condition there. But yeah, I will point out that as you're getting again some you're getting mostly stronger outbound velocities with that. So as that cell, it's looks like it's not really impacting some highly populated areas at the moment, but the way it looks to be tracking, if you zoom out, maybe put it in motion a bit, I would see how that does I know there
Hold
was
on.
another tornadic
Um,
supercell
hold on.
further
There
south.
was. Let me see.
But again, I want to see if that any of that activity is tracking towards or just east of the Twin Cities metro, because we definitely want to be watching out for those
It's
populated
further
areas.
south.
So I mean, definitely looks like we got some heating at the surface and a little bit of lifting at the ground. But I mean, I don't think we have
Mm-hmm.
anything radar
Mm-hmm.
confirmed at the moment. We uh, we just know
That's
there's a
good.
little bit of clutter on the correlation coefficient data that we're getting there with that. But I do want to point out
Right.
that just the dynamics here just along that it's riding that surface low and that cold front, where we got relatively warm conditions there ahead of that. So I mean, we're getting enough clearing and just near the ground. I mean that's where again. Just overall, just those storms riding down into like that convective line down, towards like further west of Minnesota to parts of Iowa. You can see we have a little bit of low level
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you're in
northern
that
Minnesota.
polygon, you need to be shaking shelter now.
Okay, well, again, so I
Yeah, and
generally
don't
would
forget to
only
mention
expect
there.
maybe a
Um,
couple of the.
there's a tornado
Again, I would
watch in
expect,
Iowa.
and
Yeah,
Minnesota.
that's right.
Yeah, so once again, I will point out we've got
Look at
some
this.
favorable surface dynamics at this. You can see, yeah, I can definitely tell that the low level shear is increasing with that. So again, a broad area of what we consider gate to gate shear. So again, all of those are outbound velocities, but we can definitely tell that
Mm-hmm.
you got a little bit of rotation that might be developing near the base, and you got a stronger updraft. So potentially, what you could be getting some embedded hail with that. So
Yeah, just like
again,
here.
I would
Telling you
keep a
about over here by
close eye.
Jasonville area. That is some hail there. Look at that. That's
Yeah,
some hail.
I will.
Goodness.
I will also point out while not a majority of the people viewing this stream is in that polygon, I would still just be alert for the conditions that are, over that are in
Yeah.
place over much of the rest of
If you're in the
where you got
anybody in the tornado, anybody in that tornado polygon needs to be shaker shelter. A basement be the smallest.
Okay, well,
we do have that watch.
yeah. So I also, yeah. So I mean, there is what looks to be low-level rotation developing with that. But what I'm also paying closer attention to here, over particularly the short term, is obviously we got that convective line down towards Iowa there, but it's still further ahead of the cold front. So I mean, initially,
here's the tornado watch, folks.
Yeah. So again, just
here's the watch.
General area. Yeah, I was going to say, as JD's pulling that up, this tornado watch, that region encompasses much of central Iowa and just southeast Minnesota. So again, while most of the area, we're only expecting most of those. I mean, obviously, just at the ground, we've seen some strong surface heating. We've been seeing some cumulus clouds developing there. Just it's been obviously been brewing up from the ground. That's where we got stronger surface heating in general, and we can tell that the cold front. We've got to see how that converges over the next several hours. Generally heading into 8 p.m. So again, I mean that cold front. It's moving closer towards an area where there's favorably strong surface dynamics in general.
Yeah,
we just got to see if just over Minnesota. That's where we got that convection right now, and and as we're pushing that toward as that front converges over sections of northern parts of Iowa, we can see where all those cumulus clouds that strong surging below.
Starting to get some potentially some getting shared again.
Overall. So yeah, and again, I don't want to focus.
Look at here, Isaac. We got a little debris here. Look at this. Look at that, Isaac. That little debris signature.
Okay, again, that is not
that little blue color.
Not radar confirmed tornado. Okay, well, again, the blue color, you can see that is not completely surrounded by hydro, whatever they call it with the correlation coefficient. But if it's completely surrounded by warmer colors, I mean that could be again the tornadic. There's a tornado vortex signature, but when you're getting a very distinct debris signature, generally. Again, that is much darker colors surrounded by much, negative correlation coefficient returns surrounded by like something that's over like 100 on those returns. Generally, that's, we cannot confirm. This is not something that we cannot confirm. This is a tornado in progress. Just saying. But it does look like
we can't confirm that right now, folks.
And again, something, we've been getting, looks like, I can't really tell what the spotter reports are with that, but as something that I would be interested in is seeing how that again we can see that a broader level of convective returns, but I would it's actually we can see those outflow winds or we're along that looks like we got a little bit of a rear flank that's forming there. I obviously I'm using a small screen, so I'll have to kind of zoom in a little closer there. But yes, we can see that still got that rotating updraft. That's where you got your mesocyclone.
Yeah, we still got that.
You got all that super cool air on the back flank of that. So that is potentially mixing at the ground. So I mean,
new tornado warning in process. Okay. Look at here, Isaac.
Okay, let me finish talking.
New tornado warning.
But yes, I will point. JD, don't interrupt. But again, like I said, just generally this environment. I will point out we got that forward flanking downdraft, but again, there's another cell upstream of there, kind of the same general, kind of the same general area signature that we've been getting, but I think we got a distinct rear flank just south of there. That's generally, these are generally signatures you would associate with just in general. There is one in progress right now. Once we get official confirmation from the Weather Service, we will relate. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Just tornado warning continues. New tornado in north central Dakota County and eastern Minnesota, south central Scott County and eastern central Minnesota, into north central Race County and north central Minnesota about 5 p.m. At 4:36, the big from capable of producing a tornado is located 6 miles south of the Luzon or 9 miles northwest of then moving east around 35 miles an hour. So what was expected is tornado. So this is a radar indicated.
We just got another one.
What?
We just got another one just to the north.
Okay.
Another warning up to the north.
Yes, correct.
Okay, let me back up a little bit. Okay. Any reports of it on the ground yet?
No.
I checked some of the data from the NDI.
Oh, let me do this. Hold on. I got this.
Twitter feed from the next was.
Okay.
The warning. If you have 1 second, that animation.
All right, we still got the rotation, Isaac. Let's pull up our tool here just to see. Look at that, Isaac. We're getting some dark colors with some blue color. Jonathan, can you see that?
Yeah.
The blue, yellow, and or is it I mean, general clutter, but we got to see maybe compared to how distinct.
So you can see the 2 different polygons we have. What? Both have warnings on it.
So you're in the tornado warning. You need to be seeking shelter now.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
To the officially coming into the National Weather Service 20 here on their spotter reports. We'll see if they any storm reports. But again, generally, we don't know if it's on the ground, but there is that possibility. It may be on the ground as
yeah. So if your body,
maybe something could have been on the ground for a bit. We don't know, but I would pay close attention to that convective line as that cold front converges. See if that strong surface heat persists over the next several hours. Because I know the sun's beginning.
I have some cities. Let's see if we can.
West, so it'll be several hours. Yeah.
And look at this.
But still in that prime instability
here.
Right now. So.
This is mostly rural area. I don't see any other cities popping up. Just the cold.
But still, if you
because those here snow.
pulling
Now,
up
yes,
here.
further up along the trough. Yeah, I would say further snow, but again, you would expect that on that as far as I know, we don't have any. All
Alright, Jonathan left us again. Alright.
I would
Jonathan's gone
expect
again. Alright, starting to see some
to have a
starting to
corridor
see some
from snow times, but again, this will be later next few days. I get that. Yes, seeing how that rate
alright.
that velocity, some inbound velocity packed within there. So,
Look at that.
or rather, all that green stuff. Yeah, I mean, still, I would say a distinct debris signature with that. But yeah, if you scan out, I would. I wonder if they still went along with that point there, that polygon. But yes, there's still a mesocyclone there. It's
Yeah, so if you're in the tornado warning, if you're in the tornado warning, you need to be taking cover now, right, Isaac?
Well, yes, and we're focused mostly on. Yeah, I was going to say now we're getting a little bit stronger shear with that, like especially the northern because again. Obviously, we got base velocity. I mean, there's that indication that we got still some surface heating. It's interacting a bit with surface line. What that tells me, just as a spotter, because again, we got that broadening rotation, just that we velocity data. But what we want to pay attention to is how that develops over time, because there could be indication there. And again, like we said, we couldn't necessarily tell whether we had a tornado on the ground. I mean, just looking at signatures like that on velocity, definitely looking positive. We never know, but nothing officially reported to end right now. But again, like I said, that signature, I mean, so again, what we're developing is, I mean, we got to see if we have a stronger rear flanking downdraft, because I can tell.
I have the ticker going, okay?
On the,
is that okay?
I don't think we should. Okay, we probably shouldn't. We shouldn't classify those comments, but
Sorry.
yes, I want to take this time mostly just to how things develop over the next few scans. But while we're at it, I just want to. I just maybe completely on the downstream convection, but like I mean, it's just pay really close attention to those tornado warning cells. But again, downstream where you go to sections of southern Iowa, and I mean further east into like east more Iowa, we have the strong heating. We want to see how converges over the iron. Again, the temperature, there's a core 70s associated that somewhat with a little bit of surface-based or building, entirely surface-based, but again, with the profiles and everything we're seeing, I mean, there is get those cools along the front that will erode the cap, and then get your surface thunder.
All right, new severe thunderstorm warning out right now.
That could, yeah. Again, we'll get to new warnings as we get there. Generally, the indication is you further upstream further into Minnesota. That is that I thought you just said three. Two analysts is all.
Well, that's for
I
California.
don't have it myself. In California?
Yeah, that's just a severe thunderstorm warning place, but we really don't need to do that one, do we?
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning in California. No. Not gonna worry about the California one. No. But the second one, look at the second one. It's
these storms over
intensified.
here. Alright, folks, we just got another tornado warning in place, so. Alright, so we'll take a look at the new one in place right now. Let's see when that expires. This one goes in effect around
Yep.
5:15, I think. So
Let's look at it.
it's in so we'll pull up velocity once again. Still has some shear there, Jonathan.
I think just looking at what we got there, that thunderstorm, like the distinct updraft, the core where you get most of that, will be tracking just fairly east of there. But again, I think into parts of California again, we got that. A little bit of ridging with that, so there's not a broad area of warm air advection, so generally your thunderstorms are not going to be organized out there, but I would still,
very bright
if
in
there's
area.
anyone in our audience base
so
based out in that particular area, I'd still pay
there
attention
is,
to
or the storm has intensified, or it's put down,
again, take
down
precautions
low
if
winds,
you
but
are involved.
it's intensified.
But again, mostly what we're talking about.
We have three of them in one place.
Warning there.
So the first
again,
one
we have that
is right there,
we have that
north of Waterville,
that updraft
possibly
forming ahead of
something
it.
there.
Obviously,
Let's take a look to see.
I mean, that strong warm air advection and those much colder temperatures that are those lapse rates that you generally find out there. That's generally when you see that that large hail, and then you get a strong downdraft on the forward flank of it. Then that's where you get those intense wind gusts that may top severe levels. I would pay close attention to. You can see I believe that storm relative velocity outbound. Those very light greens. So generally that indicates that you got a strong outflow from that thunderstorm. So
again, now we just got two tornado warnings in place. The one
is located in the Midwest and into much of the southeast.
Your shear right
United
here.
States. So
this is your shear right
again,
here.
We'll pay attention to these developments as they come about, but I don't think we have too many followers based in
these
California.
Are your shear rates.
Well, especially away from Los Angeles and such. I mean, but I mean, still good to pay close attention to that as you know, as it trends. But yeah, we're paying closer attention, obviously, to those thunderstorms in progress ahead of the cold front in southern Minnesota and parts of Iowa. There is that potential. We may get a couple tornadic supercells with that, not expecting a tornado outbreak by any means, but still that front converging over that strong surface heating, that I think the dew points and everything are kind of favorable for something to develop there. But generally for a more organized tornado event, you definitely would want higher dew points directly ahead, associated with that frontal convection, that lift you get down.
All right.
So I would still pay attention.
Isaac, we got a new hail report
as they develop, and again, we
the quarters
reporting to you at this
in the
time
bottom
that,
storm.
Jonathan says a new hail report.
I'm gonna see.
All right, Isaac, I'm just going to pass this along to you, but Jonathan was going to 1-inch hail report from the public in Minnesota.
That indication there that we have we have some large hail occurring with those cells. Associated with that, so I mean, we've had a healthy updraft with that cell in LeSueur County. But again, I believe according to the national tornado warning has been dropped in LeSueur, Rice,
Okay.
and Waseca counties in
Okay.
Minnesota. So that warning is no longer active. And I believe the initial tornado warning until 5:15 in Dakota and Rice counties. That is still in effect. There are new.
We have a new hail report at let me pop near Waterville where the storm hit about 10 minutes ago, up to quarters.
Okay, thank you for that report coming in.
Let's see. If these storms to the north and east, they'll be into the Twin area. So.
Yeah, just looking at radar here, folks. Let me switch over here to my radar again, and I'll show you what we got in place here. Put the new scan on. Let me get this back on. Let me change that. Hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And
the tornado warning has been shrinked up here. This is that tornado warning. It's a new one. It's been sliced down. New market tornado warning. It's very small, hardly done.
But it's for hail the size of quarters, so definitely that's still a pretty strong storm once it's the size of quarters. So definitely these storms still have potentially updrafts, and we still got to keep that pretty serious if that continues.
Okay, so here's the deal. Down here, and there's snow on the northern side. If they continue moving to the north and east, they'll be into the Twin St. Paul and eastern Minneapolis. Yeah, that's that report down here. Hail up to 1 inch.
All right, the other tornado warning has dropped.
Yep.
So we only got
quarter size.
one in place. So
and the storm that produced it is this tornado here. It still has hail at about half an inch, at least what the radar thing. The hail core is about right there where those purples are. So this is a strong storm. Let's take actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in that storm with Jonathan showing that,
tornado
you need to be
has been dropped for Elko Market, but we're still in. Let's take our shear markers. Most of the shit has increased, JD. Look at that. Morristown, that.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll come back. Yeah, it has increased. Look at that.
Yeah.
Goodness.
No, I don't want that. This rain. Not much hail. So this is that little area where we had rotation increase. Yep, there you go. This area is where your shear is right now. The shear area. But let me show you something else. No, that's all snow. Snowing in Minnesota as well. Then you also have to deal with these. So if this continues to the north, continues to the northeast, the one that's a long track cell, this one right here, we're going to put Minneapolis in the box. You can see it's going to continue itself to the north toward Minneapolis. There's Intergrove High or so. Tornado, the TDS 611 on the tornado index. So if I'm looking, there may be another tornado warning that may come out for you see this
Yeah,
one.
I won't be
There may be
surprised if it
another
does it.
warning that
So,
comes out.
yeah.
Um,
So, I'm going to
yeah, so
say
we're
here,
gonna have
if
this
you're in the
placed.
polygon, you need to be,
Mhm.
this one say, I'm just going to say, if you're in that tornado polygon, you need to be in your
Go
tornado
ahead.
safe spot. Go to the
Mhm.
lowest floor, go to the lowest floor of the building, put a football helmet on, baseball helmet. Protect yourself by flying debris, folks. This storm still could produce a tornado. Even if it doesn't produce a tornado, you're going to see some straight line wind damage that could cause some problems. So, like Jonathan say, we could see another tornado warning, right, Jonathan? Be injured, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna take this here. I'm about to do a 3D scan so we can see what's in the storm. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's up there about 40,000 feet. I don't see much of anything
Mm-hmm.
concerning, but let's look at the velocities here. It's a very, very elevated storm. It's not like a big storm. Now you see these are clouds. You have to pay attention to things
Mm-hmm.
like this. Um, these radars are so high definition that they show you the tornado if we take it to the 3D scan. All I see is very, very low clouds from what this is showing me. Now, if we look at the relative, it's showing me the same thing. Maybe this could be a shelf
Mm-hmm.
cloud here, or a cumulonimbus cloud, or possibly a wall cloud. But for the moment,
Yep.
that's just a cloud.
I think
But
that could be
I
the same
can
way.
tell here, this little area right here, it's a curved cloud. So that's a cloud we have to watch, and that's also where the rotation is. Let me do it to you like this. You see this red meets the green? That's your rotation right there. So we're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
watch this. Let me show
Yep.
you the regular rotation if it wants to pop up. All of this, all these colors,
Mm-hmm.
these blues, these greens are rotation, but the strongest
Mm-hmm.
rotation is right here. There's your strong rotation on the southern end of that storm. So we will continue to watch that storm here. Nothing new so far that I see. It's still same old tornado warning, and we're going to continue to stay on and track it.
And that's good.
Originally,
Yeah, and until the warning
originally,
expires, that's the rules around here.
mhm,
All right.
originally
Let me pull over here and take a look. Here,
we
let me pull mine
were
up, Jonathan, and
expecting
see what you think
stronger
about it. So
weather
hold on a
in
second.
Kansas and
Let me show you
Iowa.
something, okay? You quick. Let me pull up mine, okay?
Okay,
Real quick. And you can see here, just look at the
let's see.
windshield we got here, Jonathan. Just take a look at the windshield we got on this.
Okay.
We still got anything changed on here, you think? Anything
No, I'm
changed,
looking
you
at the
think?
wind as well. I'm gonna show you the high resolution, because you see that lighter green there is what you need to be concerned with, and that's what I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about. This area here is gusty downburst winds,
Mm-hmm.
and this may just be like a whole bunch of wind getting
Yeah.
thrown at you because this radar shows rotation outside of the tornado warning, while it shows very nasty winds inside of it. Now,
Yeah.
let me give you a few cities here. There, Warsaw, you're in the tornado warning, but the tornado threat's over for you. Here, this is going to stay to your northwest by
Okay, that's good.
just a little bit. Let's see. By just a bit. There's your rotation there. The stronger winds. But there's another area of rotation trying to get going. Let's see what else we got here. Let's come into the metro area. There's a location near Minneapolis. We'll watch that here. But how about showers and thunderstorms? Is it raining in the metro? Yes. There's a little line. This line here tried to intensify, but it quickly got shut down. Just a little bit of we put this into motion here. Just a little bit of heavy rain on the high resolution radar.
Mm-hmm.
There's some hail in there, maybe just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna watch some of these these other storms. Apple Valley getting a
Starting to
little
see some
rain.
more rotation
Their
with the
tornado
storm.
warning in the most strongest storm, which so far has proven to be Long Track,
Yeah.
is right in this area. The storm
Hmm.
is not weakened
So if you're in
at
the path of
all.
that, you need to
I'm
be
gonna
seeking
take
shelter now.
I'm gonna take this immediately. So we are going to look again. This is intensified. Uh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, it looks like it's
This is
very
dangerous storm.
intensified.
You see this,
Yeah.
JD?
Dangerous.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah, I
am.
see it.
I'm more
So if you're in the path
concerned
of that
now.
tornado warning,
I'm
you need
more
to be in your safe
concerned now.
spot right now.
with that.
But these
Let's
couplets
look at
are forming.
the debris.
This is rotation, folks. This is why the warning's been issued. This is red next to green. That is tight rotation right there. You definitely need to be seeking shelter. Anybody in this polygon, because
Yep.
pulling up
Let's see.
our tools here, looking to see if we have any debris with this. I'll take a look at this, Jonathan. There's a little bit of debris in it.
Yeah, I just watch. We gonna watch the little town. Now my polygon is red, the official tornado warning color by the NWS. At the moment,
Mm-hmm.
it has not changed pink, meaning it is not confirmed. But the thing is,
That's
this
good.
is too close, and this is too close to call. This is way too close to call. The storm has intensified. I'm gonna leave on high resolution radar. Look at this is what we're worried about. So we're gonna spend our time on this. I'm gonna show the rotate, and boom, there you go. There's our shear rate. So there is something in here, right there.
Yeah. So if you're in that polygon right now, you need to be seeking shelter now. That could be a possible tornado, folks. That could be a tornado that's starting to form. So you definitely need to be into your storm shelter now. Away from the windows, ground floor.
Thank you
put
for the
many walls between you as possible now. You're welcome.
The storm is intensified, but let me go ahead and say this. There is not, thank you for popping it up. As the moment, there is not any report, but radar is over here showing us a whole different picture. This is not a debris signature, but it is a very strong circulation on radar. So if I look at the correlation coefficient, there's no debris showing up. But if I look at
that's good
something like the velocities,
it's
tight. Just showing us,
folks. That is very tight.
A whole nother
rotation. That is very tight.
At a very bad level. And if we look at shear rate, which is a better way for most of you all to understand what we're talking about.
Very tight rotation there.
That's your rotation area. That's what I'm worried about. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave that comment. Oh, there's an update to the tornado warning. So let's look at it here on high resolution radar. Let's see what we got. JD, you see what's the update? How long? Let's see what we got.
Let's see.
To the other radar. See, this radar is a bit.
Let me pull mine up.
We're gonna. No. Tell me the time. The time of this morning. When did? Because it just got.
It runs in effect about 5:15.
Okay. Okay. So there. The new hazards are tornado and quarter-sized tail. At 5:05, which is current time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near this little city. What does it say? Dundas. Crap. I just X'd it out. I had the information up. Let me go back.
Here, I'll pull mine up. You want me to? All right. This storm still looks like it's still capable
go ahead.
of producing a tornado, folks. This storm looks like the red next to green there. This storm is capable of producing a tornado, so you definitely need to be seeking shelter now. This thing is tightened up right now, so you definitely need to be seeking shelter. Putting a football helmet, baseball helmet, go to the lowest floor.
Let me say this. Well, I see the storm's intensifying again. This storm will mostly remain over rural areas. The hail core has increased. I'm going to show you high resolution radar or high resolution radar here. You can see the hail in these pink areas, area there. And if we come back further down, there's that report of hail that occurred at about 4 o'clock, 4:40. Here we are. Tornado warning continues because the storm is has intensified again. It's kind of loose its grip, but that bright green is representative of 60 plus mile an hour winds. So the winds are very strong, and there's a better look. Oh, it still has a little bit of a
very strong
circulation on the radar.
Yeah, that is very tight rotation, folks. So you definitely need to be taking shelter.
So let me see how fast is this moving, so I can give some other cities.
Pull this up.
This is moving at 55 miles to the northeast. So let me give you some cities. Here's the tornado.
That's
Stanton, Cannon Falls, Randolph, Farmington, Hampton, New Trier, Empire. Within the next 30 to 45 minutes, you all will be put under some warning from this storm. Again, these are mostly rural areas, which is good, but it will clip the Twin Cities.
Here, I'll show you something. Here's something here.
Okay.
A little debris ball right there. See that little thing there? That little blue spot toward the edge?
I'm gonna watch this. Let me see if I can get it up on here. Yeah, I see something. It's
yeah, so
it's I'm not sure. This is probably just the radar that may be hail. I'm not sure it's debris, but there's a little something there. Let me show the hail.
So
Let's see.
It doesn't matter if you're in the tornado warning, folks. If you're in that tornado polygon, you need to be shaking shelter immediately.
Activity.
Pull up here to see.
This is your tornado until this is your tornado warning until 5:15. 5 more minutes, but I guarantee it'll be,
extended.
What's the word? Extended further than that, because this is strong.
Yes.
I still see hooks on the storm.
Yes.
I large hail.
So yeah, let me do a little talking, Jonathan.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in that tornado warning now, Jonathan's saying you need to be shaking shelter right now. Go to a basement, a safe room, just away from windows. Even this storm does not produce a strong tornado, even a brief one. Trees still can topple down. So we want you away from windows down to the lowest floor you can be right now. We'll have no confirmed report tornado on the ground, but there is potentially, as this storm rotating pretty quickly. So I'm going to pull Jonathan, pull your radar back up, Jonathan, and see if we got anything in there. Tornado warning continues to about 5:15. So far, we have.
It is right now. It is 5:11. So this is high resolution radar. Polygon is right here. I'll kind of cut some of this stuff off. You can see the rain in this. This is rain. That's just one of them. There you go. You can see the polygon better, but our shear rate. There's your rotation. I think this is kind of lagging farther back than where it should be. So just take where this where there's an update. So it's farther north a bit. Now the winds, if I have to estimate, there's done this. They were mentioned in the warning text here. The warning is getting ready to expire in just about 3 minutes, and I'm not sure if it will be extended or not. So Central Dakota and Central Rice counties, this is still capable of producing a tornado. If I'm analyzing the radar. There's still hooks on here. There's still some nasty winds, so this may be changed to strong thunderstorm warning, and we'll still track it because that's what we do. Or they may go ahead and continue this to the north, and Randolph, Farmington, Hampton, New Tier, Cannon Falls, Stanton will be added.
Yeah. So right now, if you just joined us now, about almost
same old thing. Let me put this into motion.
Doing.
You can see how it's intensified over the past minutes. It intensified, and now it's coming back down.
All right, let's see here.
We have 2 minutes left on this morning. 2.
Look at
2 more minutes. 1 minute now. So we have one minute. $30 seconds left.
All right. Okay, that's good. When got a couple more minutes, this thing will be expired. We'll hopefully it'll expire, but we still got storms active to watch, don't we?
It's still the strongest storm we have.
All right, just got another update here. Somebody here.
Let's see what we got.
Look at here.
To the west of Dennis. That needs to be watched. For right now, there is just a tornado warning for the supercell here. And we are watching it. Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, so it is about to expire here in 20 seconds.
Well, it's already expired to the computer shows here, so it already did.
Do because
update the new data here.
Warning. I think that's what this is. No, same tornado warning.
We're at.
I'm not sure what to do here. I'm gonna let this expire, but it should be updating very shortly. Oh, what they're gonna do with this. So again, tornado warning will expire here in right now. It's expired. So the storm warning has expired. Now we're going to see what they're going to do with it. Still a strong storm. So we're going to have to wait for the new warnings to pop up because we have no more tornado warning. It's gone. But the tornado warning has been allowed to expire.
All right, new tornado warning now been issued now.
We are
new tornado warning.
Wait for the newer data to come in. Because for the moment,
hey, Jonathan,
nothing.
New red box.
Okay, it's weakened quite a bit. Let me go here. Here's the latest radar. It's so we are finished. I'm gonna go ahead and say why. One, there's still some gusty wind in here. That's what radar.
Okay, so looks like like a new tornado warning has been issued, so we can't go off the PSO.
Right now.
So this is a new tornado warning for North Central
tornado warning.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead. We were getting ready to go off, but we're gonna go ahead and stay back on. We have a tornado warning in effect again. This one probably goes to 6 o'clock or at least 5:30.
No.
Can you check that? Basically, the areas I did call off a couple of minutes ago: Randolph, Hampton, New Tier, Empire, on up. If this continues, it will clip the metro area. So, So let's look at the winds. There's your rotation.
Mhm.
Again, I think it's lagging a bit farther back. The rotation is in between Dundas and Northfield now. The computers they're a bit further back with the data. But this so this goes until 5:45, where you can see Randolph. Um, uh, we will continue to watch this. I really there's Dundas, there's Northfield. It's Weekend Delight. We'll still watch this. For a week, we do have other chances of severe weather. Closer to most of what we need. Texas,
So
Kansas,
during this
Illinois.
tornado warning,
Friday,
what?
we'll watch Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Illinois. And
All
then
right, I'm
as
back
we go
here.
on through the rest of the week, by the weekend we'll watch Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Illinois. So for the next 3 days, we'll be watching Illinois. But for today,
All
it
right.
was going to be Kansas. Now we have Minnesota and Iowa to be watching out for. Although I don't know why they went tornado watch for Iowa. But we do have some gusty winds on this storm. See how broad it's became?
Here, I
I'm
was
not
going to show
worried
you
about
something,
any
okay?
tornadoes anymore, but it's just
I'll show you.
okay.
I'll pull up velocity on this warning, folks, and you can see, I mean, some damage and wind gusts could be possible with this, so you still need to be shaking shelter. Even this is still a tornado warning, you definitely still need to be shaking shelter. Potentially for hail, very low, but echo tops are pretty decent with this tornado warning. So, any reports of a tornado on the ground yet, Jonathan?
None. What I'm going to relay something from what Ian said. It's a gust front. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on, so they went ahead and reissued a tornado warning because this storm has a lot of wind and you don't know if it's spinning or not. Oh, okay. So this is what the radar is showing. We got a little hook in here from Northfield over. That's a gust front. That's what forecaster Ian is over here trying to, talk about. And as we're getting more updates from Isaac on our feed here, it looks like a weak updraft but a strong downdraft. This is most likely what we're looking at. So as we continue to look at this, so the mix in at the ground, so the shear will, will have more shear at the ground. Now, if we look at our radar picture, switch over to high res radar over here. You can see from Northfield, this little area, we have a hook. And we look at the velocity, all of this wind, that gust front, that nasty wind, that area. That's just the estimate because the Weather Service, I didn't see them put any wind in the warning text. Hail is still a factor. Let's look at that. Again, the radar is lagging the hail farther back. The hail is up here near Randolph, up to Hampton. So it's still way back. The storm is farther north than what it's showing here. So computers. But the tornado threat, you realize how it's bowing now. That's wind gusts. That's wind.
So that'll be a damage and wind threat.
That means the winds could be up to 70.
So you still want to be away from wind, folks.
A damage and wind threat here.
So here's the thing.
Let's show you the winds.
You still probably want to be away from windows, folks.
All right, so
get away from windows. Be the safest place to be in.
Informations. So we have dropped our feed status down. We're now level 1. So we have been almost on doing coverage for about an hour. Tracking just one long track supercell. Well, it had multiple
severe
others.
Thunderstorm warning been issued. Look at here. New warning been issued. Look. Severe thunderstorm warning. Iowa.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, that's in Iowa. What's it for?
Let me zoom into this. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning, folks, and I'm gonna pull this. I'll pull it up for you, okay? New severe thunderstorm warning. for South Central Union County and Central Iowa, South Central Clark County, North Central Clark County, and South Central Iowa to 6 p.m. At 5:18, a severe thunderstorm located near Sun Valley or Lake or 15 miles north central Mount Aramonte around 60 miles an hour. So what we'll expect, 60 miles of wind gust. So this is some damage and straight line winds is going to be the biggest thing. So definitely, I would make sure you're away from wind gusts. This is going to be more of a straight line wind front. It's moving at 60 miles an hour, folks. So you're definitely not going to have time to wait on these little storms are moving that fast. So we definitely going to have to watch these storms in Iowa with the possibility of some damage
Yep.
and wind gusts possible.
Yeah, we will.
So now
And again,
let's go back to
let's go ahead and
the
pop
tornado warning.
that. Let me show. Here's that polygon in Iowa for you here. So, Des Moines metro area.
Pull that
But
up.
let me come in here. If you are in Thraya, Murray, those areas, that's where you have that storm. Let's come back up here further north. Again, I'm going to relay some information from Forecaster N. What I see here on the high radar is the storm is weakened again. That usually happens. But these little brighter green spots are the spots you need to be concerned a lot more about. Now, we do have an RFD gust front here that's giving you that inflow. Let me go back to the high-res radar reflectivity. So you see how it's bowing on the end. That's your gusty winds. And then right here, that little notch near Northfield, where we in this hook here, that's your inflow into the storm. And you got your RFD off the hook, your inflow notch right here. That is trying to give the storm, that's trying to give the storm a tornado. And I really, at this point, they're just gonna keep that tornado warning, and they may issue severe thunderstorm warning for this second supercell here because it has hail according to radar over an inch, which makes this storm severe.
I got a ticker going here, okay? I got a ticker going saying track severe weather.
Go ahead and check this one out.
Okay, let me go down here. I'll pull up on mine.
But let's look at the hail. There's your hail over quarter size.
Yeah. So if you're in Murray area or you're in Fort area down here, this storm still could produce hail the size of quarter. So definitely these storms still could produce some wind damage likely.
To that tornado. Let's come back down here to the tornado warning. We see here Northfield. Again, there's this notch that our storm specialist Ian was talking about.
Hit to the lowest floor, put a football helmet, a bike helmet. Even a bike helmet will protect yourself from flying debris, right, Jonathan? Am I correct? Right?
Okay, so as we were looking here, do have on the high-res radar.
How does the radar look?
to the radar,
Mm-hmm.
Here we're gonna look at the high res
Mm-hmm.
radar.
Take a look at this line down here.
As
New severe thunderstorm warning again. Okay.
we look,
New warning. All right, got a new warning in place. Severe thunderstorm warning for north central Dakota County and central eastern Minnesota, south central Washington County, and
what we got going
south
on.
central Ramsey
We
County.
have this strong storm with the R notch on it, giving it full screen with the
Hold on just a second, folks. All right, seems like Jonathan just left again because I got kicked off. I'll continue to track this for you. Still got severe thunderstorm warning, and we still got that tornado warning that goes into effect. We'll zoom down here in place. That still runs through about 5:45. Still not seeing a tornado on the ground, but you still want to be in your main and in your tornado safe spot. Get away from the windows. Put many walls between you as possible. This is a tornado warning that goes into effect into around 5:45. Severe thunderstorm warning. This storm is still giving me the potentially of seeing hail of half dollar size from the public. So this storm still could produce some very large hail with it. And we definitely want to take these storms really seriously. Jonathan, try to get back on. We'll see if you can in a second. And this storm still looks like some producing very large hail with it. And that's still storm producing some very large hail. So we'll continue to watch these two cells in place and that one severe thunderstorm warning down here for Clark County. These line of thunderstorms are capable today of producing some very large hail. This down here by Murray area. We'll pull up the potentially. All right, Jonathan, can you hear me?
we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the metro area. I'm looking at it. This
is that
for hail and mostly hail, and I did say probably was going to issue one. And there was an update to the tornado warning as well. It shrunk in size. So Randolph has been taken out. We have a new tornado warning as well as a new severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado watch is in effect until 8 p.m. the tornadic
Little
thunderstorm
gust front
until
there.
5 until 5:45. This just looks like a tornado hazard. Oh, you have to watch things like that. Um, let me see if I can see that as well. Yes, that's a gust front. And actually, this makes me want to scan, which I'm going to go ahead and get my screen up. So we've been on here for
Per hour, looks like.
you really when we start this. If you're just joining Supercell, moving over mostly rural areas, um, producing severe weather, hail, mostly. This is a tornado warning in effect here for this storm, Hampton, etc. And, and and we have this gust front here that's up and about. And I'm going to go ahead and take our volumetric mode to see how this looks volumetrically, like a 3D. Look at our 3D radar to see how this storm is acting and if it's, if it's actually producing a tornado. Now, when we take these 3D scans, it also helps us out a little bit to know what kind of clouds we have in the storm, and how the clouds are looking. Again, this storm is only up to about 30, up to 4. I'll estimate, if I look at the lines, up to about 40,000 feet with the cumulo nimbus clouds here. There's your tornadic storm right there. Then you just have more thunderstorms behind that. But let's look at the velocities and see what we got on our velocity modes. Nothing 3D is popping up, so that's a good thing. Maybe I have on the wrong. There you go. So nothing too big here. Well, I do see something that interests me. If I come back over, I'm not sure you can see this little cloud. That could be a funnel cloud. Right there in this area, and that is where the tornadic storm is. But you can see most of the wind over here. If I come on over, you can see most of the wind where the reds and the greens are meeting. So these are clouds, guys. All this red, all this green. This is what it looks like actually out there. If I was out there in the sky, but instead we're using our weather tools. That's what the sky is looking like. And this also kind
new severe thunderstorm
that helps us out.
All right, new warning in place again, Jonathan.
Here, these
Thanks so.
Nimbus
All right, just look at the new computer, new warnings in place. Yeah, we got some storms down here. And these severe thunderstorms went for north central Lucas County, and south central Ohio, north central Kerrs County, and north central Ohio, central Clark County, and south central Ohio at about 6:15. At 5:36, a severe thunderstorm near Sun Valley, 13 miles southeast of Atlanta, Eastern, 70 miles per hour, folks. So hazard 60 miles of wind gust. So these storms still could produce potentially some wind damage with these storms. That's the possibility we got with these. So pull up velocity, let things animate a little bit, and kind of waiting on Jonathan to get back on, so I'll use mine. And you can see storms are just starting to get going. We definitely had that potentially today, these storms to get going. All right, the tornado warning has just expired, so that's some good news. So we would possibility have to watch that. So no more of a tornado warning. Just got some new advisories just came from the computer right now. So that's one thing. So if you're in the path of these severe thunderstorm warnings, now's the time to think about where you want to go. Starting to get some more large hail again with these. This severe thunderstorm warning goes into effect into about 6:15, and down here by Murray into about, that's for Union County. I think that has that canceled. These lines of storms are going to continue to produce very large hail this evening, and particularly some damaging winds are going to continue. Let's see. While we're still on here, I'm going to stay with you just a little longer as we're continuing to have severe thunderstorm warnings. I'll pop off just anybody has any questions in the chat room, we'll continue to pass them along. Continue with Jonathan just sent me a message, said new hail the size of 1.5, so our feed's back to almost orange, so it's kind of quieting down a hair a little bit. So we'll continue to watch these. So severe thunderstorm warning. Want to give it a little bit more longer on the warnings. If they kind of quiet down, we'll send things back since we're not going to have no more tornado warnings in place. I'm going to get this thing off here. You could just see these warnings are still capable of producing some wind damage likely this evening. And that's going to continue. We'll watch that. Severe thunderstorm warning does have a little bit weak rotation there. We're going to have to watch some of that weak rotation. Sometimes you can spin up a brief tornado at times, but these is just showing the potential of hail. Hail is going to be a number one thing that we gotta have to look at tonight. And I'm starting to get some more reports coming in from these storms of hail up to 7.5, large hailstones. 1.75 is reported. That'd be almost some hail 1.5, so that is some very large hail with these severe thunderstorm warnings in place. So right now we're continuing to track this. We have no more tornado warnings in place, and I'm just looking here a second. So we're continuing to watch these tornado warnings in place right now. I mean, these severe thunderstorm warnings still in place. I mean, we might actually decide to go off and take a quick break. I mean, so far we've not been having any more tornado. So right now we're going to get off coverage for a little bit, and if we do see any more severe thunderstorm warnings or even any more tornado warnings will get put out, we would break back in to let you know right now. For right now, I'm Vice Forecaster JD Rapp with you. We'll continue to keep you updated today and break in.